Hey, what's happening, you guys? Creator D Will here from Sweetwater, and I am super excited because I am joined by a special guest today in the studio, my guy Matt, who's a sales engineer at Sweetwater, and he specializes in podcasting and mixers. How you doing today, Matt?
I'm doing awesome, man. I get to talk about podcasting today.
Bro, that's always a great time. So, Matt, bro, we got a lot of podcast mixes here, and today I want to try to just dive in and talk about which one is the best for specific applications, because I'm kind of wanting to get me a mixer for my office, so this will be a great opportunity for you to just dive in and tell me about it. So since we got a lot, let's start off with this one. What is this big boy right here?
This is the new DLZ Creator from Mackie. It's one of the newest podcast mixers on the market, kind of the big dog out there with some really cool features, a lot that it's bringing to the table for podcasters. As you can see, it's the biggest out there, it has the biggest screen, it's the easiest to read. It's got a lot of really easy tactile and touchscreen options built into there. All the features that you're needing for a podcast mixer. It's got built-into effects, Bluetooth connectivity, so you can bring in callers externally. You can have up to 4 microphones plugged into this unit, as well as audio coming in from your computer or other external audio sources. It records directly to your computer or can multi-track record to an SD card. It's full featured and it's fantastic, honestly.
It sounds really good. So this is what we're actually recording in right now. We're going through the DLZ Creator. So what are some of the standout features that makes this one a little bit different from all the rest on the table?
One of the best things about this mixer is that it functions from very beginner to all-out pros. If you really haven't started any kind of podcasting before, there's simple walkthrough wizard type features built into this that can get you from plugging in your microphone, a couple button presses, your mic levels are set, you're ready to start your podcast. It's fantastic. Once you want to delve into a little bit more, you can really go into effects, you can go into EQs, gate settings, all those really in-depth things that if you know what you're doing can really improve your audio quality. But if you aren't comfortable delving into those, this mixer can do the heavy lifting for you already with that, which is a great feature.
So this one is like for the beginner all the way up to the professional. So if you got this one right here, this can live with you from starting your podcast to taking it and expanding it to a professional podcast. So what other mixers do we have for beginners? Like just straight out beginners or anybody that's just starting off in podcast?
So the GigCaster Pro and the GigCaster Duo that we have here are fantastic beginner podcast mixer solutions. They are also very, very intuitive. These kind of started the whole podcast mixer category, and they've done a fantastic job with it. They're versatile in that they can record audio, they can record vocals, they can record audio from multiple computer sources. They're really diverse in how functional they are. They are a Swiss Army knife for whatever you're wanting to do with your podcast. They've got the big one with the GigCaster Pro 2, and now the GigCaster Duo. If you have a smaller show, or if you're just a one person who is looking to start a podcast, and maybe you're co-host, or you're Skyping in, or you're talking online in different ways for your show, the Duo is a fantastic solution for that one, honestly. And if you got a bigger show where multiple people are all recording, the GigCaster Pro is a fantastic solution for that.
Awesome. So as somebody that does a lot of music, and I'm kind of like a musician by trade, do we have any podcast mixers that are, I guess, geared towards musicians that are really good for actually recording into those instruments? Say, for example, if I'm doing anything live streaming and I got a guitar and I want to plug into it, do we have a mixer that will be right for that situation? Or
Absolutely. The GigCaster from Boss are the units that I think are going to best fit those kind of applications, as well as being multi-channel, multi-track recording units for podcasters, have built-in audio source technology that's really been optimized for making your guitar, your instrument, your music sound fantastic. These Boss units are designed specifically for music production, first and foremost, which makes them a great solution for just about anybody who's with Sweetwater looking to really improve their audio quality for their podcast.
So what sets this apart from, like, let's say, the DLZ Creator? What features does this have that makes this really good for, I guess, recording guitars or any instruments?
All the classic sounds, so many of the classic sounds that Boss makes with their effects and everything else are built into the Boss units. So you can get a great sounding guitar tone from the box, plug it in, start recording, and really have an amazing signal go into your show. There's the GigCaster 5 and the GigCaster 8. So depending on if you've got a lot of plugins, a lot of instruments and vocalists, the GigCaster 8 is going to be the solution you want to go with. If it's just a soloist or just you and an instrument or two, the GigCaster 5 is what you're going to turn to.
Okay, so this one has a little bit more inputs than this one, and it looks like it has those pads right there.
Yep.
Is those pads for like sound effects and?
Absolutely. A lot of these actually have the sound effects pads built in, so you can launch your clip music, your intro and outro music for your show, your laugh track, anything like that you have preloaded onto those. It can trigger those for you.
That is awesome, man.
It's fantastic.
That sounds like a really neat feature. So let me ask you this. If I'm somebody that's on the go and I need something that's a little bit more portable, maybe I'm live streaming with my phone, what is a good mixer for those type of situations?
Yeah. So the MCaster Studio is a fantastic mobile solution. That one actually is designed to work really closely with an iOS device like a phone or an iPad. If you're being mobile oriented and looking to live stream, that is a fantastic solution. Also a great kind of budget way to get started with podcasting. It's a great way to get everything plugged in and get going really simply with what you've already got in your pocket.
So I got another question for you. If I am doing a podcast and I want a caller to actually call in, what feature does a mixer needs to have in order for that to happen?
There's two ways you can get outside callers into your podcast. The easiest is going to be Bluetooth connectivity. You can just simply Bluetooth connect your phone or your iOS device or any device that has Bluetooth, and then it can become an audio source coming into your mixer. So you can use this on the Roadcasters, you can use it on the DLZ. That is the easiest way to do it. As long as these have USB connectivity, you can bring in online calls through Skype or FaceTime over USB into the mixers as well. So that if you're, again, recording somebody who's far away, either make sure your unit has Bluetooth or USB direct recording from your computer.
All right, Matt, bro, thank you so much for taking the time to explain which mixer is best for which application. I really appreciate you. If you guys want to check out any of these mixers for yourself, then make sure you head over to sweetwater.com or reach out to your Sweetwater sales engineer. And as always, don't forget to start at Sweetwater for all your music instruments and pro audio needs.